Hi everyone, so today is my first flower arrangement that I'm gonna share it with you guys. So the first thing that I want to do is to show you the flowers that I am going to do today. So we're going to have an arrangement in a jar, and I'm going to show you now the flowers that I'm going to use. So these are the flowers that I'm going to use. Simple flowers that's available in my cold room. So I have this. So these are the color combination that we're going to do today: purple and white. So for the purple lovers out there, the purple color lovers out there, this might interest you. It's very interesting. Okay, so I have this Eustoma white. I have Eustoma purple. It's a Eustoma again. And I have this Sweet William. And these are actually fillers. So my main is Eustomas. But guys, it's actually those flowers that you need to do are optional. So you can choose whatever flowers that you want to do with purple hues. So I have this status. This is light purple, and this is the dark purple. So I just want to mix and match all this with our eucalyptus parvifolia. That's the foliage that I'm going to use. And also we have Dusty Miller. Okay, so we need to have this jar and sponge. So these are the items that I'm going to use. I have my scissors here because I am not used to using a knife or a cutter or something that is it makes me so uncomfortable. And also guys, I want to add this chrysanthemums. It's lovely. I love chrysanthemums. Some people may not like it, but it's also optional to put it into the arrangement. It's just whatever you want to put, then you can get them to from your convenience flower store. Okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do after preparing all the flowers, you need to cut the sponge and soak it into the water. But before that, I am going to use my glove, because guys, we need to protect our hands. Sometimes we are allergic of this and that. We have all those allergic reactions that create some itchiness in our hands. But to me, my hand will crack if I will get contact with flowers and sponge. So I guess I'm allergic to that, so I need to wear my glove. And then I have my knife with me. I know this is very long. I suppose that this will cut going to cut the bread. It's used to cut bread, but it can also be used to cut sponge. This is what I'm using because I usually do big arrangements, so I need big knives. But now I'll show you small arrangements and how to prepare the sponge. So we need to cut the sponge in the corner. We need it to cut according to how big is our jar, the mouth of our jar, the opening of it. So actually, easy for you. You need to like try and fit in there. So you can see the lines over here, and then you just cut it. It's just like this is your mark that the size of the sponge you need is just as big as bed. Sorry for the noise. So this is what I'm going to do. So I guess it's not really that fit. It's still tight because we need to wrap the sponge with leaves. So it's not yet. Okay, so there we go. And I think that's good enough. So I'm going to do that. And it. There you go. Just nice. And there's still a little bit of allowance. So now I'm going to cut the leaves. These leaves is for you to wrap the sponge up so that the sponge will not be visible into your jar. But first you need to soak it into water. I have here my water, and you just put it like that, and it will absorb water into it. And then slowly, you don't have to submerge it, because if you submerge the sponge into the water, it takes longer time for the sponge, to absorb water. So you just let it absorb it itself, and then it's going to be ready. So you see, as you can see, it absorbs it really well and really fast. And by the way, guys, I'm using an Oasis sponge. This is a very premium, very good sponge to use for me. So I do not know, guys, if what sponge are you using out there, but any sponge will do, as long as you can have your flower secure, because some sponge, if you get the wrong ones, it will break if you have a big stems to go into that. So this is how you're gonna rub it, and this is how you're gonna put it. So you just make it round and round. Don't push it, otherwise your leaves will be spoiled. Okay, so that's it. And we have the balance. We can just keep it into our empty jar over there. Okay, so there you go. Oops, sorry about it. Okay, so first thing that I'm gonna cut is the Eustoma. So you cut it smaller according to the size. I actually sometimes will not waste the leaves. Based on my experience of doing this, actually you can use the leaves. It's not really that fast to wilt, but the one thing that I discovered about that is the leaves will fill in the gaps in between, but it will have strong smell into your arrangement. If it is a covered room that you're going to display your flowers, you can smell the smell quite strongly. So now I'm going to use, since this is our main, so we only have Eustoma flowers. So it's the first one to be put into the sponge, and then actually you can have that in the center, then the whites, okay, just keep on building it. We don't have that much of that, so just so alternately you can put white and purple like that, so you have a nice jar of purple combination arrangement. Okay, so you just continue with building all your main flowers all over the sponge. Okay, so that's how you're gonna do it. Okay, I don't have left of the Eustoma, so I'll just continue with the small ones. These are the body ones. It creates texture into your arrangement, the body ones. But guys, you know that this will still bloom, so you can add them. Okay, so how beautiful it is. I actually love this color theme. But actually, all flowers are nice though, as long as you are appreciative of it. And so we need to add in our chrysanthemums. This one you don't have to add in all, just a little bit of it, just for texture. It gives so nice texture. But then before that, I need to put this Dusty Miller. Some people call it silver leaves, but the name is generally it is called Dusty Miller because it's like dusty. It's very velvety. It's very nice. So you just have to insert it in between. And this is, by the way guys, optional. It's up to you, because if it is not available, you can just skip this leaves. Okay, so that's how you're gonna put it. I mainly put this one for texturing. So this is all overall an optional item, an optional thing, but it adds beauty to your arrangements. So the question is, what if you don't have these leaves? That's why it's optional. So you can opt for another leaves. And then we insert the chrysanthemums. You know why I want to insert the chrysanthemum first? Because some people don't really like chrysanthemums, right? And I don't want it to be the main ones, so I'll just put it to fill in the gaps. Okay. And then we need to put our steadies. I need to get the steadies. So beside me. So these are the steadies. I need to cut them off to smaller ones. Okay, so insert it there. Fill in the gaps, in between gaps, or anything, anywhere that you feel that this looks nice in there. You can just fill it in there. Okay. Alright. So I think we don't need too much of that because we still have other fillers. So this one we put it inside over there, because in the future, in the other days, you still can use that. As long as it's not spoiled and wilt, you can use that on your next arrangement. That if the arrangement you're going to use, you have to use that color. Otherwise, it will be an extra. Okay, so there you have it. There you have the hues of purple. Wow, I love it. I love that. So I think you don't have to put too much. And then you can add the sweet William. This sweet William actually have, if I'm not wrong, oh, there's white, there is total pink, there is some orange, and this one is actually generally called purple. Some people will call it hot pink, but to me it's like purple. So insert it there, and then just fill in those gaps that you have there. So it's okay if it will stick out a little, but not too much. So you see that? So you need to protect those petals that you have there. So you just insert them softly, and then if you feel like it's too much, you can just stop. But if you feel like putting more, you can just add in as you feel, as you wish. Okay, so this looks nice, but we're not done yet because our fillers is not in yet. So we need our our leaves, our foliage, the eucalyptus papulus. You don't have to put too much of it. This is actually for just make it so soft and flowy. So again, guys, this is optional. As long as you can find it somewhere in the flower store, you can find those leaves that you want to mix in. It's okay. You can actually get what leaves or what foliage you want to add in. Because at the end of the day, the most important part is you're happy with what you have done. And if you are selling this, for example, your customer will love it and she's happy with what she gets. Okay, so this is nice. And we have to add in the pavifolia. This pavifolia actually has two types. There is one that is I don't have, it's not available in my cold room, so I get this one. This one is more fatter. The petals of the leaves is more fatter. There is one that's very slim, that's very flowy, and I love that too. So okay, you just fill the gaps again with those leaves. It's like, you know, it's like you're dividing the flowers with the leaves. Okay, and I feel that it is so much flowers, but that's good. Okay, so you see, as you can see, our small jar of purple hues is ready. Wow, do you love that? If the white is not enough, you can add in one more here, because I feel like I want to put more white in there to cool down the purple. Okay, and then so you see, guys, I'm using these scissors. It's very easy for me. Other than using the cutter that always all those professionals is using, that they're going to, like, you know, cut the flower this way, which is I am not used to it, so I have to use the scissors. And this scissors is very affordable. You can find it at a Daiso, and you can get it. Okay, so we are done. And the last part is the ribbons. So when I put ribbons, I usually take off my glove because I don't want to dirty the ribbon. And I have three hues of purple here. There is a darker one, there is a darker one, light, and a medium. So again, this is optional. You want to put it one color also can. 3 colors, but I like it 3 colors. so there is volume, as you can see. I think I cut it too long, so you just do it like that. And then when you tie them, you have to, when you create a ribbon, you individually create them so that you can see that there's a volume in the ribbon. They won't stick together. So that's how you're gonna do it. I love this purple. This purple color is so beautiful. And so you see, that's how you're gonna do it. How I wish I could give this jar to one of my viewers out there. How I wish I could give it to you guys, but it seems like maybe next time. So you see, we are done, and the extra ribbons, you just cut them away. So next time maybe we just measure first the length of the ribbon, so we don't waste the balance of the ribbons that is going to be cut off. Okay, so there you go. So that is the finished product of our arrangement. Here's a purple and white in a jar. It's very beautiful. That's the overall look of our flower arrangement in a jar. So go, 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 flower rangers! See you next time on our next video.